Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coach's Corner, where I, Coach Furtado, pass wisdom from the week that I have been learning all about, a certain topic. A lot of times I break down a topic for coaches, leaders, and people that work with youth. So with that being said, I'm going to shoot and go from the heart today. As you see, it's my second week in a row. I'm recording from the iPhone. If you hear a little bit of cars in the background, I apologize. It's tough for me to create content at home before I leave at like 7 a.m. to get to camp. And then I've been doing things for moving and content creation. Went to a Dodgers game, just been busy. So I'm just going to speak from the heart. And I'm just like internally grateful. It's our last day of summer camp and I worked 5 weeks. And so I started just as a coach, like director of the little ones. I went, essentially then I started helping out the director at the time. And now I am the director of the camp. So just really grateful, because summer camp to me is one of the most fun times of the year. And I'm overfilled with joy right now and gratitude for the kids that I got to coach, and just the opportunity I have to coach the game of basketball, something that I love, and work with youth. Like, I was thinking about it on my way over. Like, I always talk about, passing that love, passing the impact to the next generation. But for me personally, I know that the kids end up making a bigger impact on me that I think I even have on them. Like, how much I've learned, how much they've helped me become a better coach, especially the challenging kids and the kids that, really sometimes need a little bit more clarification and communication. It actually makes me a better coach, a better leader. And so I'm super grateful for them. I know I've grown a lot, and there's, so many fun memories, for me. Like, it's just like, I've had an opportunity to, I do a lot of the things, a lot of the games, I run camp very similarly to how, camp went when I was a kid. And it was an absolute blast. And I'm having so much fun. And, again, beyond grateful for what the game of basketball has given me. I mean, sports in general have given me so much. Like, baseball has given me a lot as well. I have a lot of respect, a lot of love for the game of football. Obviously there's fantasy football, but just, the coaches and the athletes are unreal, and all sports as well. I'm not a huge soccer fan, but hey, when the World Cup's on, I'm watching. So, it's amazing to me, because this week, in particular, I'm coaching, like some of you probably know, I've mentioned before, I'm coaching Russell Westbrook's son. I had an opportunity to talk to him. He's really, he gets a lot of, excuse my French, shit in the media, but, actually he really cares about his son, and he's invested in, he's actually was a really cool guy and down to earth guy to talk to. And then for me, as a Detroit Pistons fan growing up, I obviously didn't watch them play all the time because I didn't have the package and they weren't on ESPN too much, but I got to meet Andre Drummond this week, who was a double machine. And for those that don't know what that means, he got a lot of rebounds, a lot of points on the Pistons. And so that was cool to meet him, and also got an opportunity to be a part of an experience, the Enes Kanter / Freedom clinic. He brought together multiple religions this week, Muslims, Christians, and Jewish, kids, to come and just be together. And they did like a basketball clinic, and then they had a panel, and I wasn't there for the whole time, but just to be a part of all of that and to meet some of these people that when I was a kid I looked up to, and to now be in the role of the coaches that I looked up to. It's just like, it's all very surreal. It's all very full circle. And the even greater part is that this coming Monday, I will be speaking at the camp that, I went to as a kid. So it's just like, as I'm even talking right now, it's all coming full circle, and it's just full gratitude for everything, and I also want to shout out, I wouldn't be here, number one, without my parents. They've given me everything. They're the reason that, I have the opportunity to play sports. And then, going down the list to present day, like my girlfriend Addie for being supportive. I actually, the last couple of weeks, I've been grinding a lot between, summer camp, content creation, working out, and now I'm training kids privately with Bridging Impact Business. And she's just really been grateful as we were in the move, and has bared that brunt for us to move. And I wouldn't be able to do it without her. And now, being here in LA, I wouldn't be here in LA without her, right? Like, she's the person that I moved to LA because of her. I didn't want to move from Eugene, but there's no way I would be doing any of this if I was in Eugene, Oregon. And that's just a chapter of life. Every kind of step, introduces you to the next. It was youth sports when I was a kid. It was being in Eugene and, being around a big Division I school. So just so incredibly grateful. And I'm curious, I'd love for you to comment below, or if you're just listening to this on the podcast, if you could tag me on Twitter, send me a message on Twitter. I'd really want to hear, like, what do sports mean to you? And, when you were a kid in summer camp, like, what were your favorite parts? I just want to hear a dialogue. And what sports did you play? So like I just want to start continuing to build a community here of people who just really love and cherish the game of all sports. And again, I appreciate you for taking the time out of your precious time out of your day to listen to me or watch me on YouTube. That's like really wild to me, but that's why I do it. I just want to keep passing my love for coaching, for leading, for sports onto the next generation, or onto the, different generations, to different people. And I just, I create to connect. So let's connect. Let me know what you think. And I'm sending you a lot of love. I love it if y'all could, share this. If you think this resonates with someone else, I know it's pretty much just me saying what I'm grateful for. So if you could just leave a review on Apple Podcasts, a review on Spotify, you can rate it, and then make sure you subscribe here on YouTube. It's just the best way to help us grow. And I just really want to keep passing the love of the game. And, I'll be honest, I want to speak for a living. I want to coach, and I need your help though. And I need to make sure if the message is right, you let me know if I can tweak, if I can improve it. It's all about you all, and it's about you becoming a better coach, a better leader, a better person. And as I get the opportunity to share this, I'm trying to do it, because yesterday I'm even thinking, I went out to the Dodger game Wednesday night, so I was definitely a little more tired, and I didn't have quite the right energy. I was yelling a little bit more than I would have liked to, but we're not perfect human beings, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to try and get better, to learn from our mistakes, and just keep passing that love for whatever we do. For me, it's basketball and youth sports. So really appreciate your time, and I hope to be in your eyes and ears soon. I will not be posting very much content next week. I definitely won't be posting Coach's Corner or the Bridging Impact podcast. So stay tuned. That'd probably be, maybe I might post Coach's Corner in a few weeks, but Bridging Impact podcast probably won't be till the last week of August. And if it's not the last week of August, first week of September. So again, appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. Coach Furtado out.